Hey everybody, today I'm going to be showing you how to make some really unique wall decorations just like this one, so you can customize your home and workspace. Let's get started. Alright, so the basic idea here is that you've got your picture here. This is what you want displayed on your wall. And then you glue in a bunch of spacers, in my case, small packing foam squares that I cut out, and then glue another piece on the back to keep it all sealed up, and put a little hanger so that it can be hung on like a pin on the wall. So starting out, you're just going to need to write down your idea, maybe write down lots of different things. You probably already know what you're going to put on your wall. Then you have a few options. You can print it out like I did with this sign, or like I'm going to do today, draw it out on a piece of poster board so that it is heavy duty. And then I've got my Sharpies. Okay, so basically what I did here is sketch out my design with a pencil, and then quick fill it in with the Sharpies on those letters. And I did this all kind of like as I went, freehand. So I decided to make these circles you see, as well as those lines, and I used a ruler to create dots evenly spaced. Here you can see my Sharpies in the corner that I used. I didn't want to fill it because I would totally waste my Sharpies. Here I am thickening up the lines so that it looks a little nicer. And as you can see, I didn't go with those evenly spaced dots. They just made it look a little too jumbled. And I also slapped my logo on the bottom. Alright, now we got our cardstock cover for a picture cutout, which is just the picture we want, and cardstock backing. So these are going to be squished like this. We will need to cut out the spacer or filler. I'm going to use this foam, so I'm going to cut it maybe about like an inch thick, and then that will be glued onto here, like this, here, here, and here, and I might put an extra one in the corner, just to make it a little more round, and then we'll glue the backing onto that. Then, after that, we'll take this long piece of white paper, this is not cardstock, and cut it into a strip that's the same width as our spacer, and wrap that all the way around so that you get a nice, smooth, finished edge. Just like this one, except this one's black, and we're going to make ours white. Let's get gluing. We've got all our pieces cut out, and now it's time to start gluing them on. The thing you have to be careful about is that the hot glue is very hot, and this is foam, and foam melts when it gets hot. So you have to precisely time after you put the hot glue on the paper when you put the foam on to the glue that's on the paper, so that it sticks but doesn't melt. So we got a piece going here. And if you have a circular design, it's going to be much more difficult because instead of being able to cut out these long, flat pieces, you'll have to go with lots of small pieces, like these ones, and glue them in a big circle. So as you can see, I'm waiting for the glue to cool down a little bit. I might touch it to see how hot it is. Be careful when you do that, because hot glue sticks and it burns, so it's like napalm on your hands. Hey, if you're getting value out of this video, it would really help me out if you just smash that like button. Now let's get on with the project. Alright, so I've finished the wrapper on the outside and added these little finishes to the circles here and here on the bottom, and it looks pretty sweet. All that's left to do is add a little hanger on the back, just like the one on here for my logo sign. Let's get to it. Alright, so we're here at last. This is my homemade hook device so that we can hang it on the wall. It's just an old piece of cardboard from the back of a shipping container. It's nice and thin, and then I glued 2 standard pieces of cardboard to it to give a little pop out from the box so that you can get something behind it. And now we're gonna just glue it on right here, dead center. Alright, that's all for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed this project. Could you tell me which of these 2 signs here do you like better in the comments below, as well as any helpful tips or tricks you'd like to share with me. That's all for today. See you next time.